Welcome back to
I'm
another
afraid
thing.
your property was irreparably damaged during the battle.
I don't care. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Fable 3 walkthrough. We are the King of Albion. Look at us in our new threads. Yeah. So, we won't have Jasper with us as our personal advisor. Joking. We've got a guy named Hudson. Fuck knows why it's named Hobson. Sounds like a hob. You sound like a hob, you strange little man. Let's have a look.
There he is, the King of Albion. You've made it just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you. You have yet to experience vast wealth.
Hell knows what the fireworks.
That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humour which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Now, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course, the very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in Todian, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful king is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments.
Dear God Almighty. Alright, so we've got our king's schedule that Hobson laid out for us. Ooh, this sounds like a challenge. Well, challenge accepted, bitch. Alright, well, it's not a challenge, but we've just got to, you know, pick out the good options. But try not to waste the money. You need the money.
I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Okay, so now we're going to decide Logan's fate. Look at us, we're back in the castle. We made our dad so proud. We made the old hero get so proud. Alright, stepping into the throne room. The throne room. Look at all these people.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion.
Yeah, and I walk out with my sword in my hand. You. And here comes the trial. Now we've got to choose what we want. Do we want Logan to live or die?
Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work, but killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
Oh, you know that very well, don't you, you fat fuck?
You have the power over life and death, brother. Now choose.
Yeah, you said that the first time, and what happened? Yeah, we remember this. We remember what happened.
The people await your verdict. But do what you feel is best for the kingdom.
You know what, guys? Just if you guys think personal vengeance is a gain or this gain, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna forgive him for
I've sat there many times. It is not as easy as it looks, is it?
We're gonna forgive what he's done and make him help us. And it all goes black and white at the back.
This
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The king has made his decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
You... You're one stupid fuck, alright? I do not understand you. First, you prepare for this attack, and then you say you're glad to be rid of it? You know what, sort out your mind, come back to me, and then we might have a fight to kill you.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now now you are here. You know the truth. Albion will soon be and the world will be great.
You're a stupid. You should have told me.
Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world and darkness. That is why you have to take your place in this. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything now will come to an end.
Basically just like the first wish. The whole world, blam, finito,
Why did you tell me
finished.
this at the start? It was never about Logan.
I told you what you needed to know. It was for anything but the truth. Logan on the throne. All you can do is prepare and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. Two paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler, but understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you're willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced. And be the hero that can stand against it.